Chosen ones, a massive financial shift is happening for you in the next 72 hours. Beloved child, I need you to stop scrolling, pause whatever you are doing, and give me your absolute, undivided attention right now. This is not a message you can afford to skip, and it is certainly not a video that appeared on your screen by random chance or a glitch in the algorithm. This is a highly time-sensitive, prophetic decree issued directly from the throne room of heaven, and it has been dispatched specifically and intentionally for you. The fact that you are hearing my voice at this exact second means that a divine countdown has officially begun in the spiritual realm. From the moment these words enter your spirit, a 72-hour window of unprecedented, miraculous financial acceleration is opening over your life. I am speaking to you with such profound urgency today because I know how dangerously close you have come to completely giving up. I have watched you standing at the very edge of your endurance, feeling as though you have nothing left to give, nothing left to try, and absolutely no more strength to fight the relentless battles that have consumed your finances. I have seen the silent, heavy tears you have cried in the middle of the night when the rest of the house was entirely asleep. I know about the quiet panic that grips your chest when you look at the calendar and realize that the numbers in your bank account simply do not match the heavy demands of the upcoming bills. You have lived in a constant, suffocating state of financial defense for so long that your mind has almost forgotten what it feels like to simply rest. You have watched other people receive their breakthroughs effortlessly. You have celebrated the victories of your friends and family, and you have smiled through the pain while silently screaming inside, asking me, "Father, when is it going to be my turn? When will the crushing weight of this financial wilderness finally be lifted from my shoulders?" You have felt entirely forgotten, overlooked by the universe, and left behind in a season of endless, agonizing drought. But my beautiful, resilient child, you were never forgotten. Not for a single second. Every single tear you cried was meticulously gathered. Every desperate prayer you whispered in the dark was recorded in the eternal archives of heaven. You thought the delay meant a permanent denial, but I was simply setting the stage for a miracle so massive, so undeniable, and so completely paradigm-shifting that it would permanently wipe away the bitter memory of your past struggles. The waiting period is officially over. The season of lack has reached its absolute expiration date. I am stepping into your circumstances with the fierce, protective love of a father who has seen his child suffer long enough. In the next 72 hours, I am going to execute a sudden, violent, and glorious reversal of your financial captivity. I am anointing this specific window of time with divine acceleration. What usually takes years of exhausting human effort to build, I am going to instantly manifest in your life in a matter of days. You are about to witness the impossible bending completely to the will of heaven. If you are absolutely ready to receive this sudden, massive financial shift, and if you believe that heaven is actively moving on your behalf right now, type 1,111 inches the comments below. Let this be your immediate, powerful declaration of faith, activating the 72-hour miracle that is currently rushing toward your physical reality. Before I reveal exactly how this miraculous financial shift is going to physically manifest in your life within the next 3 days, I want to share a profound physical tool that I have provided to help your mind immediately align with this new reality. What if the massive wealth and total financial peace you are destined for could be triggered from inside your own mind through a powerful sound frequency once hidden in highly classified files? Experts confirm that this unique signal naturally attracts massive opportunity, permanently removes subconscious blockages and poverty trauma, and totally rewires your mind for absolute financial freedom. Thousands of people are already putting it to use to completely transform their lives and step into their wealthy destiny. Click the link in the description and comments right now and activate this hidden brainwave today to permanently switch your mind into a state of continuous, overflowing abundance just in time for this massive breakthrough. Hear me clearly, my chosen one. The financial shift that is coming to you in the next 72 hours is not a minor adjustment. It is not just a small temporary relief or a tiny bit of extra cash to merely get you through the weekend. I am orchestrating a massive tectonic shift in the very foundation of your life. I am opening vaults of heavenly provision that have been locked away specifically for this exact moment in your timeline. I am currently aligning divine connections, orchestrating unexpected phone calls, and actively moving the hearts of people who hold the resources you deeply need. You are going to see sudden approvals, unexpected transfers, and shocking financial windfalls that completely defy human logic and earthly economics. The enemy thought he had you permanently trapped in a corner of poverty, but I am about to make him watch in terror as I elevate you to a position of profound wealth, authority, and complete financial independence. Do not take your eyes off me in these next 72 hours. The miracle is already in motion. The angels of provision have been officially dispatched, and your entire reality is about to brilliantly, beautifully change forever. My deeply cherished child, as the reality of this 72-hour divine countdown begins to settle heavily into your spirit, I know that your logical mind is desperately trying to make sense of it all. You are looking back at the years, perhaps even decades, of unrelenting financial struggle, and a quiet voice of doubt is whispering in your ear, asking why now? After so much silence, after so many closed doors and unanswered pleas, why would everything suddenly change in the next 3 days? I want to answer that question for you right now with absolute clarity, so that not a single shadow of doubt remains in your heart. The timing of this massive financial shift is not random, and it is certainly not a coincidence. It is the direct, undeniable result of the profound spiritual tipping point you reached just a short time ago. I saw the exact moment when you finally let go of your own strength. I was there in the room with you during that heavy, tear-filled night when you fell to your knees, completely exhausted by the endless cycle of lack, and you simply surrendered the entire burden to me. In that moment of absolute surrender, you did not realize the staggering magnitude of what you were doing in the spiritual realm. Your tears of frustration, your quiet groans of weariness, and your desperate cries for help did not simply vanish into thin air. They were meticulously gathered by my angels. In the courts of heaven, There are golden bowls that hold the prayers of my chosen ones, and for years your faithful, enduring prayers have been slowly, drop by drop, filling your specific bowl. My beloved, I am here to tell you today that your bowl has finally tipped over. The sheer volume of your unwavering faith, combined with the intense heat of your trials, has caused the floodgates of heaven to burst wide open on your behalf. The 72-hour window you are standing in right now is the physical manifestation of those tipped bowls. You are not just receiving a basic blessing. You are receiving the accumulated, compounded interest of every single prayer you ever prayed in the dark. I am activating a profound spiritual law over your life right now, known as divine acceleration. The enemy thought he could defeat you by simply dragging out the timeline. He believed that if he kept you waiting long enough, your hope would eventually rot, your faith would wither, and you would permanently settle for a life of poverty and restriction. But I am the creator of time, and I am absolutely not bound by earthly calendars, human delays, or global economics. Through the incredible power of divine acceleration, I am taking the massive financial harvest that should have logically taken you 10 or 20 years of backbreaking labor to achieve, and I am miraculously condensing it into the next 72 hours. I am commanding time to bend in your favor. I am speeding up the delivery of contracts, the approval of massive funds, the shifting of investments, and the sudden arrival of unexpected resources. What the locusts have eaten over the past decade, I am restoring to you in a matter of days. If you can feel the heavy atmosphere of delay completely breaking off your life right now, and if you fully accept this glorious season of sudden divine acceleration, type 777 inches the comments below. Let this be your public, powerful agreement with the heavenly timeline that is aggressively shifting in your favor today. Before I explain the specific physical signs you need to look out for during this crucial 72-hour window, I want to equip you with a physical tool to ensure your subconscious mind does not block this rapid blessing. What if the massive wealth and total financial peace you are destined for could be triggered from inside your own mind through a powerful sound frequency once hidden in highly classified files? Experts confirm that this unique signal naturally attracts massive opportunity, permanently removes subconscious blockages and poverty trauma, and totally rewires your mind for absolute financial freedom. Thousands of people are already putting it to use to completely transform their lives and step into their wealthy destiny. Click the link in the description and comments right now and activate this hidden brainwave today to perfectly align your mind with the sudden 72-hour financial miracle that is rushing toward you. Now, I need you to understand that because this shift is happening with such intense, unprecedented velocity, you must remain incredibly spiritually alert. During these 72 hours, the answers to your prayers are not going to come in the ways you traditionally expect. I am completely bypassing the normal systems. I am overriding the usual bureaucratic delays. You must be prepared for the suddenness of my provision. A phone call out of the blue, an email containing a massive approval you thought was completely lost, a sudden inclination to check an old account, or a seemingly random encounter with a stranger. These are the divine vehicles I am actively using to deliver your massive wealth transfer. Do not dismiss anything as a mere coincidence over these next 3 days. I am actively moving the pieces on the chessboard of your life, completely surrounding your enemies and positioning you for an absolute financial checkmate. The struggle is ending, my child, not slowly, but suddenly. My fiercely loved and highly favored child, as the divine countdown of these 72 hours continues to aggressively tick forward in the spiritual realm, there is a crucial assignment I must give you. I am actively moving heaven and earth to bring this massive financial shift directly to your doorstep, but I need you to actively prepare your environment to receive it. You cannot pour new, pure, and limitless wine into old, cracked, and contaminated wineskins. You cannot expect the monumental wealth of the kingdom to settle comfortably into a space that is still entirely cluttered with the heavy, stagnant energy of poverty, fear, and past failures. I am asking you to physically and spiritually prepare the nest for the massive blessing that is about to land. This preparation must begin immediately in your physical surroundings. The atmosphere of your home profoundly affects the frequency of your spirit. Poverty and confusion thrive in chaos, but kingdom wealth requires divine order. Over the next few hours, I want you to look around your room, your house, and your workspace. Throw away the broken things that you have been holding onto out of a scarcity mindset, the belief that you will never be able to afford a replacement. Clear out the clutter that blocks the physical flow of energy in your home. Open your windows, let the stagnant air out, and allow the fresh, circulating breath of the Holy Spirit to physically sweep through your living space. As you clean and organize your physical world, you are sending a powerful, undeniable signal to the spiritual realm. I am actively making room for my massive financial overflow. I am prepared to manage the abundance that is coming. But even more importantly than your physical space, you must violently and decisively sweep clean the inner corridors of your mind. In these crucial 72 hours, the enemy is going to try one last, desperate tactic to block your blessing. He will attempt to lower your vibrational frequency. He might send a sudden, unexpected minor expense just to trigger your old panic. He might cause a toxic relative or a negative co-worker to cross your path, hoping they will drag you down into a heavy conversation of complaining, gossiping, or crying about the economy. This is the ultimate test of your spiritual maturity. I am strictly commanding you not to take the bait. You must guard your energy with the ferocity of a lion protecting its territory. If you are absolutely ready to violently evict the spirit of worry from your mind and completely declutter your physical and spiritual space for this incoming wealth, type 555 inches. The comments below. Let this be your public, unshakable declaration that your environment is fully prepared to host a financial miracle today. Before I instruct you on the exact posture of faith you must maintain for the remainder of this waiting period, I want to share a physical tool that will act as a shield for your mind against these low-frequency attacks. What if the massive wealth and total financial peace you are destined for could be triggered from inside your own mind through a powerful sound frequency once hidden in highly classified files. Experts confirm that this unique signal naturally attracts massive opportunity, permanently removes subconscious blockages and poverty trauma, and totally rewires your mind for absolute financial freedom. Thousands of people are already putting it to use to completely transform their reality. Click the link in the description and comments right now and activate this hidden brainwave today to permanently lock your mind into a state of continuous, overflowing abundance just in time for this massive 72-hour breakthrough. Now, listen to my voice and let this instruction anchor your soul. For the remainder of this 72-hour window, I am commanding you to walk, talk, breathe, and act as if the millions have already miraculously hit your bank account. When the mail arrives, do not hold your breath in that familiar, sickening fear. Open it with the quiet confidence of someone who knows every bill is already paid in full by heaven. When you check your phone, expect to see the exact email, the exact approval, or the exact message you have been desperately waiting for. Do not allow a single word of complaint, doubt, or self-pity to cross your lips. Your words are the steering wheel of your destiny, and right now, you must steer your entire being directly into the sun. You are no longer a victim waiting to be rescued. You are a fully empowered kingdom financier, simply waiting for the earthly paperwork to catch up with your spiritual reality. Hold your head incredibly high. Relax the tense muscles in your shoulders. Smile with the deep, knowing secret that the universe has already rigged the game in your favor. The angels of provision are currently navigating through the earthly realm, carrying the exact financial breakthrough you requested. Your only job right now is to stay in perfect, unwavering alignment with my promise. Keep your frequency high, keep your heart wide open, and prepare to be utterly amazed by what I am about to do. My precious and highly favored child, as we cross the midway point of this 72-hour divine countdown, I need you to brace yourself for the staggering reality of what is about to physically unfold before your very eyes. I am not simply moving resources to quietly pay off a few of your bills in the background. What I am actively orchestrating in the spiritual realm right now is a massive, public, and absolutely undeniable kingdom plot twist. I am stepping onto the stage of your life, taking the script that the enemy and your critics have written for you, a script that ended in your permanent financial ruin, your humiliation, and your quiet surrender, and I am violently tearing it to shreds. The people who have secretly delighted in your struggle, the ones who smiled to your face but eagerly awaited your downfall behind your back, are about to be completely and utterly silenced by the sheer magnitude of my favor upon your life. I know exactly who they are. I saw the people who refused to help you when you were at your absolute lowest. I heard the whispered conversations of relatives and former friends who mocked your massive dreams, who called your faith foolish, and who confidently predicted that you would never amount to anything more than a struggling, exhausted survivor. They looked at your empty bank account and mistook it for an empty destiny. They looked at your quiet, humble season of grinding and mistook it for permanent defeat. but they did absolutely not understand that I was hiding you in the shadows to build an unshakable billion-dollar foundation under your feet. The enemy thought he had successfully cornered you in a dark alley of debt and despair, but I am about to make him watch in absolute terror as I elevate you to a position of profound wealth, staggering authority, and complete financial independence in a matter of hours. I am preparing a table for you in the exact presence of your enemies. They are going to have to stand by and watch as the massive financial overflow I am releasing completely transforms your reality. The very same people who completely ignored your phone calls when you were drowning in need are going to be the ones desperately trying to get an appointment with you when they see the overwhelming, undeniable glory of my wealth resting upon your life. I am vindicating you, my chosen one. I am restoring your honor. You are going to step into rooms you were previously disqualified from, and you are going to write checks that will instantly shift the destinies of entire communities. This sudden 72-hour miracle is my public declaration to the world that you belong entirely to me. If you are absolutely ready to witness this massive, divine plot twist and proudly step into your vindication, type 888 inches the comments below. Let this be your public decree that you are fully prepared to handle the awe-inspiring favor and the public elevation that is rushing toward you. Before I reveal the final instructions for crossing the finish line of this 72-hour miracle, I want to share a crucial physical tool to ensure your subconscious mind does not sabotage this massive, sudden shift. What if the monumental wealth and total financial peace you are destined for could be permanently locked in through a powerful sound frequency once hidden in highly classified files? Experts confirm that this unique signal naturally attracts massive opportunity, permanently removes deep-seated fears of poverty or public success, and totally rewires your mind for absolute financial dominion. Thousands of people are already putting it to use to completely transform their reality. Click the link in the description and comments right now and activate this hidden brainwave today to perfectly align your mind with the permanent, massive plot twist I am establishing in your life. My beloved, you must understand that when this massive financial shift hits, your life will never look the same again. You are not going back to the struggle. You are not going back to the anxiety. You are being permanently relocated to a brand new zip code of abundance in the spiritual realm. I am commanding you right now to completely release any lingering bitterness toward those who hurt or doubted you. Do not waste a single second of this glorious 72-hour window dwelling on revenge or holding on to anger. Your massive success is the only response they will ever need to see. I am fighting your battles for you, and I am paying you back with a double portion of everything the enemy tried to steal. You are the cycle breaker, the kingdom financier, and the living, breathing proof that I am a God of the sudden, miraculous breakthrough. The stage is set. The angels are in position. Your monumental elevation is at hand. My profoundly cherished and fiercely protected child, we have reached the absolute culmination of this sacred prophetic decree. The 72-hour divine countdown is no longer just a promise. It is an active, breathing, and physical reality that is aggressively closing in around you. I want you to take a deep, slow breath right now. Inhale the sweet, undeniable atmosphere of total financial liberation that has fully descended upon your life. The heavy, suffocating chains of generational poverty, the relentless anxiety of living paycheck to paycheck, and the deep, silent terror of the unknown have been permanently broken off your spirit. I have dispatched my highest-ranking angels of provision, and they have successfully navigated through the earthly realm to deliver the exact financial breakthrough I promised you. You are standing on the very edge of the most breathtaking, paradigm-shifting moment of your entire earthly existence. I need you to mentally prepare yourself right now for the sheer shock of the abundance that is about to manifest. I want you to close your eyes and visualize the exact moment it happens. Imagine picking up your phone, opening your bank account, and seeing a string of numbers that completely defies every logical calculation you have ever made. Imagine the sudden, overwhelming wave of pure relief crashing over your chest when you realize that not only are all your past debts completely wiped out, but you possess a massive, unprecedented overflow. You will look at those unimaginable numbers, and you will weep not tears of exhaustion, but tears of profound, unspeakable joy and absolute awe. This is the staggering reality of the 72-hour miracle. I am not simply giving you enough to survive the week. I am depositing a generational fortune into your hands. I am establishing you as a permanent kingdom financier, a beacon of hope for your bloodline, and a living, breathing testimony that I am the God of the sudden, the impossible, and the miraculous overflow. You will no longer walk through grocery aisles calculating pennies. You will no longer decline invitations because you cannot afford to participate. You will buy homes without looking at the price tag. You will fund orphanages, and you will single-handedly change the trajectory of your family's history because I have chosen to trust you with the immense treasury of heaven. Before I release the final, unbreakable seal of this massive financial transition over your destiny, I want to remind you of the physical tool I have provided to help your mind permanently sustain this new heavenly reality. What if the monumental wealth and absolute financial peace you are stepping into could be permanently locked in through a powerful, scientifically backed sound frequency once hidden in highly classified files? Experts confirm that this unique signal naturally attracts massive opportunity, permanently removes deep-seated blockages and poverty trauma, and brings absolute financial freedom. Thousands of people are already putting it to use to completely transform their lives and step confidently into their wealthy destiny. Click the link in the description and comments right now and activate this hidden brainwave today to permanently switch your mind into a state of continuous, overflowing abundance, ensuring you never return to a mindset of lack. Now, lift your head, my chosen pioneer, and open your heart wide to receive this final impartation. If you are absolutely ready to cross the finish line of this 72-hour miracle, if you fully accept your divine assignment of kingdom wealth and total financial freedom, type "It is done" in the comments below. Let this be your final, powerful declaration of faith, locking in the promises of heaven over your life, your home, and your future generations. Do not let a single whisper of doubt enter your mind from this point forward. The transaction has been approved in the spiritual realm, the papers have been signed with divine authority, and the earthly manifestation is rushing toward you at lightning speed. My beloved, the waiting is over. The struggle is completely dead. The season of financial suffocation has been permanently eradicated from your timeline. I am commanding the wealth of the wicked to be seamlessly transferred into your righteous hands right now. I am commanding every closed door of financial opportunity to be violently blown off its hinges. I am blessing the work of your hands so that absolutely everything you touch from this moment forward will prosper, multiply, and turn to pure gold. You are stepping out of the wilderness and directly into the promised land of limitless provision. The enemies of poverty and lack that have chased you for decades will drown in the sea of my abundance, and you will never see them again. Rest tonight in the absolute, unshakable assurance that your Father in heaven has decreed your total financial victory. Walk forward with the quiet, unshakable confidence of royalty. The 72-hour window is culminating in a glorious explosion of favor. May my overwhelming peace, my unending protection, and my breathtaking, limitless prosperity rest heavily upon you and your household, today, tomorrow, and for all of eternity. Amen.